Hi, I'm Sherry Harlan Davis, program host for Reid Beside You. And in today's episode, our guests are Shara Short, the manager of Reid Volunteers, and Miracle Baker, who is the manager of the Ginkgo Boutique. So welcome, ladies.
Thank
Sherry.
you.
The first I want to find out with you, Shara, what's the purpose of the Reid Volunteer Program?
Well, the volunteers do several things at Reid. They are part of the Reid family. We have about 250 of them that do various things. We have them in the gift shop, work with Miracle. We have them at the information desk. And there's, like I said, 250 of them that have put in almost 23,000 hours last year. And so they keep very busy with various jobs that we have them throughout the hospital.
They are a critical part of the
They
hospital. And so how do they assist? Because I know those places are places where people see the volunteers, but they're also behind the scenes in other departments, correct?
They are. So the places I mentioned are really about customer service, but several of them work behind the scenes. They help folding and laundry. They help do some of the folding in our material services areas. They help with hospice, and so we even have them outside where you think of as the main hospital of Reid. We have them at Connorsville that also help with some of the customer service in Connorsville also. So they're just a little bit of everywhere, and
So
sometimes you don't always see them.
So you're also, since you said now that we've expanded to Connorsville, so do you help train those volunteers as well?
We do. A lot of volunteers that are there now were there before, and so they were already kind of experts in their field.
Okay.
But we have trained them in the way Reid does things, and so they have really been a great part of our team also.
And I know another part of the volunteers, there's another group that a lot of people see are therapy dogs.
That's right.
Did you share about the therapy dogs?
They love our therapy dogs. We have lots of requests for the therapy dogs. They don't always, it's not just in the hospital. They're in various areas. And you think about the therapy dogs mostly helping with the patients, but it's not just with the patients. Sometimes they help with our employees. They really brighten our day as they come through. And so they're there for the employees and the customers wherever throughout the Reid facilities.
I know that there are people that visit days that they know that they're going to see the therapy dogs.
That's right, yes.
Just regular people in the community because they want to see
Yes.
that. So,
Yeah.
as opposed, also sometimes I've seen like a llama or something in. So
Yes, yes, and some of our therapy dog families actually have other animals.
Okay.
They're not allowed in the Reid facilities because we just allow therapy dogs. But some of them have other animals that they go out in other facilities and actually have llamas and other animals that some of our therapy therapy dog owners have these other animals.
They've
And
come
so-
to visit downtown.
Yes,
so
they
we
do.
don't actually have
Yeah,
patients there.
that's right.
But we got a
Yes.
big kick out of them coming
and
to
they
the
do
downtown
visit
facility.
lots of areas, and they do a great service with that in various areas.
And Miracle, on the gift shop side. So one of the things I was interested, I was reading about, it says why hospitals have gift shops. It says it's a fundamental act of caring. It's the one thing in the entire hospital that people like. We need to make things for the fundamental needs of the patient first because healthcare starts and ends with them. So I thought that was a really good explanation of gift shops because you have a lot of things, aside maybe from Starbucks.
Yes.
It might be the most popular place at Reid. But give me some examples, what all you have in the gift shop and the mission of the gift shop.
Our gift shop offers things for not only patients but public gifts to come in and buy things for Christmas or birthdays or bereavement. But we also have a lot of clothing. We have some tops and even jeans and shoes and very broad selection. We definitely have things that cater to the patients. We do frequently have patients call down and ask for phone chargers or magazines or things to be delivered to patient rooms. So we do offer those deliveries, as well as things like personal hygiene, toothpaste, contact lens items, and lots of personal care items that maybe they forgot or the hospital doesn't offer. In addition to, we carry the entire willow tree collection, lots of home decor items, which people really enjoy, and snacks, candy, food, but we do kind of change our merchandise by season. We do our seasonal merchandise. We have Easter and 4th of July and Halloween and all the seasons that you go through. But we do enjoy seeing people from the public come in to celebrate babies' births, and they'll purchase things for bereavement. And we kind of hear all sorts of different stories, and in a given day, we could have a patient come down, somebody celebrating a birth, or somebody even mourning a death. So it's kind of the go-to place for all different walks of life at the hospital.
And gift shops in hospitals have become a pretty big deal.
Yes.
I know that there was a lot of thought when we built the new Reid, and exactly where the gift shop is located. So you're in a really prime spot. People often you have to say, okay, you passed the gift shop, you get to
Yes.
to get to this next set of elevators or whatever. And I know that you have repeat customers.
Yes.
People that so do you see people that they might have visited a patient, they learn about your gift shop, and they tend to visit more?
We do have people that actually will oftentimes call from out of state, that they were there visiting, and they'll want to know if we can ship this candle or this purse or various items to them, which we're happy to do so. But we do get lots of repeat customers and people from the public that will come in, and lots of phone calls that they saw something last week and they wanted to know if it was still there, and the price of it, so we're happy to accommodate those. But we are very fortunate to have the gift shop that we do. We have lots of other hospitals, gift shop managers and volunteers that will actually come and request to tour our gift shop, and oftentimes ask to take pictures as they're designing their new gift shop in their facility.
That's great.
Yeah.
The when you were saying about the different seasons, do you right now, I noticed that that you've changed as you're moving more into the summer
Yep.
and spring type seasonal
Yes.
displays, and you often offer various monthly discounts or sales.
Every month we do change the sale, so we change it from month to month, and we try to kind of offer things that kind of coordinate with the month or the season that we're in. But those are always posted on our Facebook page, and then we also have like a sign outside the store, and we try to promote that and give people an idea of what particular items are on sale, whether it's stuffed animals, toys, clothing, home decor, and sometimes for special holidays we offer store-wide discounts, so oftentimes we try to do that.
That's always
Yes.
fun. So the auxiliary. Explain to me about the Reid Auxiliary and how it works with the volunteers and the auxiliary work with the gift shop.
Well, when they become a volunteer, they become a member of the auxiliary
Okay.
also. So some places have them like pay dues into the auxiliary, and we don't. They're just a member as soon as they become a volunteer. And then if they choose how active they want to be with that, we have actually a board that actually makes decisions on what fundraisers we do, how we spend that money that is raised. We gave $300,000 to the foundation last year, and that was all mostly raised through the gift shop. Almost all of it, some of it through our fundraisers, so they help make those decisions, and that board meets once a month, and they do a great job of kind of managing how the auxiliary runs.
Now that board, do they decide amongst themselves who will be the auxiliary? Do they decide who's going to be on that board?
So each year they have a nominating committee. So
Okay.
they go around and kind of talk to different volunteers that might be interested in serving on the board. And that board term is usually a 3 to 6 year term, and then we rotate. And so we always try to keep that fresh with fresh ideas. And so there's the president. A lot of times will set up the nominating committee, and then they make those decisions, and then they do vote. And we actually have a time where they set the board and have a nice little time with that. So they have fun.
And so, one of the things you mentioned was fundraisers. Tell me about the fundraisers.
Okay. We actually have a committee that of volunteers that help decide what fundraisers we'll do each year. We have our ones that we like that we've used for years. There's one that's called DNS, which we used to call the $6 sale. So a lot of people are familiar with that sale.
I'm too familiar with it.
Yes, a lot of people are. I'm too familiar with it also. But they usually come twice a year. They're going to be here. It'll be the fall when they'll be here again. And then we have Dillard's that comes twice a year. They'll be here in May. Actually, I think it's, that's why I have my paper, so I remember these dates. May 5th and 6th, I believe. And they'll be in Lingle Grand Hall during that time. They actually bring the store to Reid, and so it's really nice for our employees, but we also end up with lots of people from the community that come at that time also. And then we have the gift card sale from them in December. We have the Nutman, which is just nice little snacky things, and the collective goods, which used to be called the book fair or book sale, but they've added a lot of different items too. We're actually doing some of our fundraisers now in Connersville also, so we've added that this year, that we'll be doing more down there and involving them in more of these sales.
Now, our gift shop hasn't opened in Connersville as of yet, correct?
That's correct.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
But we do have the fundraisers.
That's right. And then Miracle was down there. I'll let her tell more about last year at Christmas time. She came down and did a gift shop sale
Yes.
and on site there too.
And I'm very aware that the Connersville has a big thing with popcorn.
They
Yes.
do.
For
yes.
So they do. I'm
Their
sure
whole
the
community.
the viewers in Connersville are very familiar with their volunteer and the popcorn
Yes.
sales.
That's exactly right. Yes.
So, Miracle, tell us about what happened in Connersville when you set up shop there.
So Reid as a whole, every December does we offer kind of a gift fair sale where massage therapy, home medical equipment, all these different departments come and set up for public and employees to come and kind of see what gift items that we have to offer for the holiday season. And we took a big bulk of our merchandise to Connersville and set it up, and there was a lot of community involvement that came to that gift fair, and we were there I think about 10 hours that day, and we set up early in the morning, and we had a lot of people come through and were interested to see what the gift shop had along with other areas. And so we do plan to have a gift shop in Connersville in the future, and so we're excited to put that back into that facility.
Oh, I'm sure. I've gotten a lot of questions
Yes,
about that. So.
we have too. We're excited about it.
But the overall goal for the auxiliary is the monies that are used. Explain that to me.
Okay, well, the money, everything that is raised, it's a not-for-profit. The auxiliary is actually a separate corporation from
Okay.
Reid. They have their own corporation with their own board, like we talked about, and but their goal is to always raise money for patient care items.
And explain patient care
Yes,
for the viewers that are familiar with
absolutely.
that.
So lots of each year, we ask for a list of the items that people would like, or different departments would like. And so they give us a long list. Miracle and I both serve on that committee. And they, we pick, the auxiliary committee picks then what they would actually like to donate towards. And so they pick those, they're specific items. Last year we donated towards a lot of things for Connersville to kind of make their items match our items in the Richmond facility, so that our employees would all be familiar with the same type of items. And so we bought new ventilators for them, new defibrillators, new crash carts, and then we have also supported some of the programs through the pavilion in Connorsville. And then we bought chemotherapy chairs for in the cancer area for I think 24 of those that we purchased just to make it more comfortable when they're getting their chemotherapy too. So those are just some of the items that we did last year.
So everything is for for an internal patient or an internal patient care.
Yeah, it's pretty much they are very focused on wanting to buy things that touch the patient. It's a direct patient need, and so they are really very focused on that. They don't want to buy construction; they want to buy things that actually help the patients.
Right. And is there a relationship with the auxiliary to the Reid Foundation?
Yes, so the monies that we give go to the foundation, and then the foundation, through that, they're kind of our vector that sends the money out through there. So
And once again,
we
I
work
always like
together.
to remind everyone that the foundation does internal for internal purchases of things for patient care, as opposed to community benefit, which provides things for our service area communities.
That's
So
right.
people often get that
Yes.
confused.
Thanks for reminding that.
So that's your main source of funds. The within, as well as you said, the gift shop is volunteer owned, per se. How many hours do volunteers donate?
So last year it was almost 23,000.
Wow.
So yeah, that's a lot. Miracle has several of them in the gift shop, and they run. She also has staff in there, but we really try to have the volunteers doing some of the work in there anyway. So I'll let you tell them a little bit more about them.
And volunteers get to choose what areas they want to be, or do you put them where this need is most?
Oh, okay, great question. So when they apply, that's always the first step. To be a volunteer is always the application, and that can be done through a hard copy application, but we also have it online. So they can go just to reidhealth.org/volunteers, and there's an online application there. When they fill out that application, it asks for some of their interest.
Okay.
And so when we ask for those interests, then we try to match them as best we can. We don't always have everything available. We have lots of volunteers that have been there lots of years, and they don't give up the positions they like very easily. And so there's only so many that we can take at a time, but we try to fit them where their interest is and where our need is. So it's really kind of a give and take process on that.
The age of volunteers. What's that?
Well,
A lot of times people just think of a volunteer more of a senior
Yes.
who's retired, but you have a variety of the ages.
We do. Actually, our junior volunteers, they can start to apply at 14. We only take them 2 times a year, and so it would be in the fall. They can apply over the summer for a fall application, and then we take them the first part of summer, so they usually have to have their applications in the first part of April. So we just intake the juniors twice a year.
Okay.
Then once they're out of high school, then they become an adult volunteer, and so, but we have them that range from 14 to in their 90s. And so with lots of hours, we have several volunteers that have over 5,000 hours, and so individually. So
That's
that's
great.
a lot of hours, yes.
And I just can't, I'd be remiss if I didn't just say how important those volunteers are.
Oh, yes. I don't think we could hardly, it would be very hard to run some of the programs we have without the volunteers. They also deliver all the mail throughout the internal
is
hospital.
crucial.
Yes, and there's times that it's like the mail does not run if the volunteers can't be there. They figure out a way, but it does seem like that some days. So they do a great job with that too.
I know my mom was a volunteer, not at Reid, but in her community. And so she had a straight schedule she did for outpatient and outpatient receptionist, and she absolutely loved it. And nothing stopped her
They're passionate about their job.
Yes.
It's their job. It's not their volunteer. They look at it as their job. And then we tease about, well, if they don't come, they're not going to get paid. And so we do laugh about that a lot. But it is good for them too. They talk about how much that they appreciate the opportunity to be able to volunteer too.
And we do miss them if they I know that there are people at certain parts of the hospital that you just know. I can tell my days by the day I see them.
Right.
So
Yes.
that's how critical they are.
Yeah,
to
when
us.
they switch around with each other, we'll laugh and say, "Oh, we don't know what day it is because the other person here is here
Right.
that day." So yeah, we do work around them a lot. We enjoy them.
We also have gift cards for community events, correct? Restaurants.
Yes.
That they-
So last year we implemented selling gift cards for some businesses and restaurants in Wayne County, and those are able to be purchased in the gift shop and redeemed at the location of purchase. So we currently have Firehouse, Little Sheba's, Legends, and Cordial Cork available, and a lot of people have really liked that, and we enjoy it because it helps support local businesses. So
We have the Reid gift cards.
yes.
So what can you do with those?
So a Reid gift card can be used and redeemed pretty much at any Reid facility you'd like. You can use it in the gift shop would be great. Starbucks, the cafeteria, massage therapy, and you can actually even pay your bill with it.
Now those last two, massage therapy.
Yes.
How does that work?
So if you wanted to buy a massage, you can purchase it for yourself or for a gift, and it actually comes in a nice little envelope, and it's a gift card. And you can come into the gift shop to purchase that, or you can call and you can pay over the phone. But a lot of people like to give a gift, so they'll come into the gift shop, and there's 25, 50, 75, and 100-minute options to purchase, and then inside that envelope is exact directions on how to proceed once you give your gift, and you just call central scheduling to schedule your appointment. And if it's the first time you're having a massage, they'll kind of give you let you know what therapists are available what days, and some people have special therapists that they prefer, so they'll schedule with that particular therapist, and then you just give your gift card when you call your appointment in. So it's really easy, and people really do enjoy
Makes it
those.
very
Yes.
simple.
Yes.
The other thing is you can pay your bill
Yes.
with the gift card.
Yes. Some people, it's really nice if they do get a gift or a gift card, and they're just not sure that they are going to come out to the hospital, and maybe they were in the hospital and they have that, but they can definitely call Patient Financial Services, and they can pay their
Also
bill with
known as
that.
the 600 building down
Yes,
there.
yes,
And we're more than happy to
Yes.
accept that gift card.
yes,
But a lot of people just aren't aware that they have that option.
yes.
What's something that you would like people to know about? I'll ask both of you. Something you don't think people are aware of with the volunteers.
Well, I just don't. I think that some of them are behind the scenes, and you just don't realize how many hours they give and what a benefit they are to Reid and to patient care. And so we just appreciate everything they do, that they do that out of just the goodness of their heart. So they're just a wonderful group of people.
Absolutely. And what would you like somebody to know about the gift shop?
So the primary thing that I hope people can remember and take away about the gift shop at Reid is every penny earned in the gift shop is donated back into the hospital for patient care. A lot of people assume that they're going to buy a $20 item and that is for profit for the hospital. It is 100% turned back around. And the process that Shara had mentioned, the volunteers get those lists of needs for patients, and that money is turned back over and it goes back to serve patients.
So as the seasons are changing, often when people come into the main door at the hospital and they're walking down the hall, and lately we've seen things on the outside.
Yes.
They see clothing, or you might see shoes or different little statuettes. That helps the patient care.
Yes.
So maybe when you've purchased a new sweater or
Yep.
or a pair of shoes in the
Or
gift
even-
shop, you're actually helping that. That would go to the benefit. You might be in the hospital one day.
Yep. Every
and
candy
be able
bar
to
and every
be-
purchase. Yep.
Even the candy bars.
Yep,
That's right.
everything. Every penny.
So as well as, and most people think of a gift shop flowers.
Yes.
And so you always have nice, neat flower arrangements are
Yes.
available for purchase as well.
Yep.
And so we just have a multitude. And you actually help order choose some of the things that people are going to purchase in the
I do.
upcoming year.
With the assistance of my assistant manager, we do select everything that comes into the gift shop. So we do
That's a hefty decision.
It is. We together we do really enjoy our job because at the end of the day, for when those items do sell, we know that it's going to turn around and come back into patient care. So it's nice to see those purchases, and when I do sit in those meetings with Shara and the volunteers make those decisions of where they want to see that money go. You know, whether it be the pediatric physical therapy, she mentioned the chemo chairs, the Connorsville, it's nice to go into those facilities and know that the hard work that we put in ends up right back for patients. So it's really
great.
nice.
And if someone wants to volunteer, where will they find the information?
So they're welcome to call us at 765-983-3152, and we're glad to mail an application, or they can get online at reidhealth.org/volunteers, and they can apply online also.
Well, great. And we hope to get a lot of people that want to help and volunteer, and you can work with these two lovely ladies. And we want to thank both Shara and Miracle for joining us today on Reid Beside You. And thank you.